Now, if any of you watching this have an Irish mammy like mine, then you'll understand that they tend to be overprotective and worried about you all your life. All your life. Let me just remind you about my mother leaving me at the airport.
He's strong. I'm trying.
And my mother was anxious when I told her that I was going to New Zealand for 2 weeks on my own, because obviously all the other places I've met people I know, and this one was different. And to quote her, "What happens, Aidan, if you get murdered? Or worse still, stolen?" So anyway, to keep Mommy happy, I decided to look into group travel. And the best group travel I got was with a group of people I knew had no interest in me, wouldn't look at me in any way romantically whatsoever, and would definitely not want to steal me. So I decided to go away with a group of gay men.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all of the boys.
Okay, so I have checked into the hotel that I'm staying in with the merry men, and I'm just about to go down and meet them now for dinner. Am I nervous? Not really nervous, more interested. Who am I about to meet? You know, you just never know. And I'm sure they're just kind of the same, going, who is this girl that's jumping along and what's her story? But tomorrow the adventure really begins when we go off doing our hiking and cycling. Okay, so here goes. Now, I didn't really want to be scaring them by taking the video down and recording them on the first night we met, but let's fast forward to day one, the first full day of our trip together.
Can wait for the video.
Am I glad I'm with these men now? A taste of fudge. I'm taking a video. Daniel's very excited. Yeah, we taste some.
What kind do I want?
Any of it, is it?
Is in here too.
Ooh. What's in a hokey pokey?
It's honeycomb, so this is chocolate coated honeycomb. Let's do that. It's a really popular ice cream place.
Yeah.
Everyone
Look
else
at
is
this.
looking at whoa.
Yeah.
Looking at food. Say hello to the
Say hello, Mark.
camera. How are you? Where are the all sorts?
Oh, vanilla
Mark
chocolate.
has not signed the release yet.
Do you want to sign a release form?
No, I don't.
Especially when I do my bungee naked.
No.
Are you? You go naked, I'll go naked.
We'll do a tandem.
We'll do a tandem. Both naked.
Perfect.
We are in Arrowtown at the minute. We're about to go cycling on, hopefully not one of these. Don't want that. We're looking to go cycling, and then we're heading towards the bungee jump bridge. So yeah, this should be fun. Got my supplies and we're ready to go.
Really fun, super fast, hydraulic disc brakes. So just be steady on those because they do grab really fast. So get your large as well. Medium. Large. This is a specialised, a little bit different frame. So it's American made though.
I mention how your smile inspires all that I do. 'Cause it's been 5 days and I was 50 minutes alone, and I just can't wait until you get home so we can fall in love all over again, my love. Fall in love all over again. Spending all week long talking on that phone, and I just can't wait until you get home so we can fall in love all over again, my love. Fall in love all over again.
Cycling across the Northern Discovery Bridge. Mark. Super Ted.
Holy shite.
Christopher. Ron. Mike. Kevin, my lifesaver. Daniel.
And last but not least, our cheerleader, group leader, Greg!
New Zealand. Head on over, that's your Glacier. Just across the bridge, as I understand it, there's some bike racks on the right. Yeah, I see them. Just past the bridge.
Can you ride across the bridge or you have to walk it? Can you ride across or do you have to walk it?
Yeah, I think you can ride across.
Okay.
Okay, so here we are at the Bungee Bridge. Ted's not doing it.
Oh, Ted's not doing it.
No. Greg and I, well, Greg will do it. Let's see if I do it. Yeah. You can laugh, it's okay.
No, we're looking in admiration.
So Mike is about to jump first. No pressure on the rest of us. Look at him, no fear.
Is that a camera going on?
Yeah, I've got a video going here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh, he tipped it. So Mike just jumped there. Is Mark up yet? No?
No, Mark.
No, he's not up yet.
yet.
Okay. This is the bridge. And that is the bungee.
The first bath towels were in. Very scientific.
Bath towel?
And then they
Do they
put
slip?
the cords in around your ankle. Lock your feet together. And then you have to walk out to the edge of the floor.
So it really is just your ankle.
Well, and then there's a climbing harness that connects to the cord also. So if your feet do get wimpy.
You mentioned he has a metal.
Right, here's the deal, lads. I'm very superstitious, and if I hear 3 ambulances going off when I'm standing on the edge of that bridge, I ain't jumping. No way.
Come on! Yeah!
I'll buy you a drink.
You need to buy her 3.
Or 3. 6-pack. Oh, that's all they need.
Pay no attention to the ambulance. That's the scariest part.
That's
right?
the part. That's the
That
hard
is
part.
the-
It's
that is the
hard
hardest part.
It's the hard
Yeah.
part.
She
all they
has
need is an
more.
ambulance
She has
going
more
by.
cojones than I do, and she's terrified of heights. So I give her a lot of credit.
Oh, absolutely.
That does not help.
That doesn't.
Yeah.
3. There were 3. But hey, have a look at Mark's jump, and he's got a titanium leg.
Am I standing in your way? There's a window over here that won't open out. Am I standing in your way? There's a window over here that won't open out.
Second day with the Merry Men. We went water rafting today on the Shotover River. On the way down to the bridge, or to the rafting today, we had to get this little tiny minibus that was probably from the 70s. We went down the rockiest, most unstable 2-way path over and under and around this mountain that they call the Remarkables. It was frightening when you're the passenger and the driver can't talk at all. He has to look the whole way around. So the tour guide, who ended up being our raft guide, was standing because she had no room. And she turned around and she was like, "So anyone on the right side of the bus, you might want to take a look out now." And literally the curb was just gone because the van had to go across and one of his wheels had to hang over the edge so they could get the rafts in the trailer behind the whole way around this sharp corner. I was just glad I was on the left side. went through serious rapids. The boat started sinking at one point. You know, there was one rapid called the toilet, because you literally get flushed down the toilet, and we got stuck in the toilet. And then we also went down a serious one called the oh shit rapid, because when you see it you're like, oh shit. And when we were heading down that, Muggins here nearly fell out. Only Kevin, who was up the front with me at the raft, literally grabbed a hold of my life jacket and hauled me back in. So the rapids were really big.
Cloud will disperse. The forecast is quite good.
Wants her say hello to the video.
Oh, hello.
Harry. Good day, mate, as we say, huh? Why have you got the back seat? I was going to lie down now, you know.
Oh, we can. Right here.
Yeah, right here. Come on.
So a couple of fun facts about New Zealand. It has a population of 4.5 million people. Its capital city is Wellington. The official spoken languages of New Zealand are English and Maori, with Maori being the indigenous Polynesian people. And in 1893, New Zealand became the first country in the world to give all women the right to vote. Now that's what I'm talking about. Zooming in on Mark's butt on a video. That's beautiful, isn't it?
The river has, I think, 3 dams on it for hydro.
Yeah, it has to be the Glacier, do you think?
So here we are making cairns, is that what you said?
Cairn.
Cairn.
Like the terrier.
Like the terrier. These things here. As Ted just defined it, a pile of rocks. Give it to me, give it to me.
Make love to the camera.
Oh, it's not somebody's little tower over.
It's my underpants, okay?
Yeah, Daniel left his underwear.
It's a spiritual.
It's a spiritual thing. Yeah, off it, all right.
It's so spiritual, I wet myself.
Like a doorknob.
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, you know, it's the shower.
Now we know where they've gone.
Yeah. No, to the door.
Yesterday we travelled over from Wanaka to Fox Glacier here, and the bus ride was amazing. Stopped off at Thunder Creek Falls. New Zealand is beautiful. Like the whole South Island, it just takes your breath away. Every corner was like wow. Every time we turned, it was so good. We climbed the glacier this morning. It was brilliant, amazing.
So for the past while it's been
Fox Glacier. Mistake.
Why is it called Fox Glacier?
Because it's above the Fox River in the Fox Valley. Just up there, in the 1920s, 1930s, the ice glacier was that high up. And now it's receded this far back.
Now here we actually have a little bit of a small cave. Pretty cool. We don't normally get caves low on the glacier, but pretty cool in there. The ice is much more dense.
Bitten alive by sandflies all over the place. We all got bitten. Look at the state of our legs.
I mean, I won't be able to
See, you got it bad.
Look.
No, just take that with you if you want.
No. I'll just apply
So
here in your
bad.
room if that's okay.
That's quite all right.
Yeah. Then we decided that we would come back and have dinner out this evening, which was good fun. So this is what happens when 8 gay men ask you to dinner at 7:30. You arrive on time and they stand you up. Look. Throughout the entire adventure with these boys, they enjoyed the way I pronounced certain words in the old Irish accent. So after a few drinks one night, I decided to let them have a go at their best Monaghan accent. A food the Irish love.
Spuds.
Something you read.
A book.
Something we never say in Ireland.
Top of the morning to you.
Something you can do in the kitchen.
Cook.
Something we call people who annoy us.
I think that'd be a gobshite.
And finally, Daniel, when someone's talking a load of rubbish, we say they're full of...
Shite.
Thanks, boys. Oh, and thanks for the present you gave me for St. Patrick's Day. I really love it. So today we went on a glowworm tour, underworld rafting and tubing through the caves of the Nile River in New Zealand. It was amazing. We did a little train up. I called it the Postman Pat train. It was tiny. And the caves were amazing. They had stalagmites and stalactites and flowstones. And then we hopped in the tubes, turned off the lamps that were on our helmets. She told us to float down and everyone held on to the legs of the person behind them. And we just lay back and went through darkness, and when you looked at the ceiling, hundreds and hundreds of glowworms, just like a midnight sky. It was beautiful, magical. Tomorrow, Abel Tasman Park. No way to go to it except by boat, and for us we're kayaking for 4 or 5 hours every day for the next 3 days. It's really like wilderness.
Did you take a class on who to, take a class on who to be friends with? 'Cause now I know you're with them, we are not just Sunday love. You said I walk the walk but don't talk it, and all in all you just left me out. 'Cause don't you know that I'm nothing without you? I'm just suffering for you now. Do you know what it feels like to fall in your arms? Do you know what it feels like to love you? I can taste every teardrop you've given me this far. Don't forget who it is that you are.
So we just went for our last dinner together in Nelson here, and I'm a bit emotional, not gonna lie. It's been one heck of a trip. Really enjoyed it and made some really good friends. Would definitely recommend anybody who is considering going to New Zealand, do it. So next stop, Melbourne, please God, to see Caroline, who I have not seen in, God, it must be more than 6-7 years? More? Wow, it's going to be fun. Okay, thank you New Zealand, and good night. Next week on Where to Wander, I'm road tripping in Melbourne, and I finally get to meet Skippy and his buddies.